What is going on, guys, and welcome back to our Toronto Maple Leafs BAGM here. In this episode, we're going to get the trade deadline done, do the whole year-end wrap-up extravaganza, and then we're going to hop into the playoffs come next episode. So, we have a couple comments to go over. We actually have 3 comments, well, 2 of them actually, but there's been lots of comments basically saying, try JVR, McDavid, and Kessel, and I was thinking about it. You guys are right. That would be a sick line. So we're going to try it out. Going to be JVR, McDavid, and Kessel on our first line. You guys agree with me that JVR and McDavid just play unreal together. So having those 2 players together is obviously needs to happen. And then having the sniper, aside from Nikita Kucherov, should make McDavid's points go up, Kessel's points go up, and in turn make JVR's points go up. And realistically, Gaudreau is probably a second line player, and we want to get Kadri to be comfortable in the second line because that's where he's going to play next year when McDavid gets to be 89 plus overall. So there's a lot of comments about that, and I definitely agree with that. And touching on Kucherov here, there's a couple comments. This one's from Will. He says, when you think about it, you're only trying to trade Kuchi because he's not a high overall. You want your second line to look more intimidating instead of an 83. But in reality, when Kucherov has 50 plus point seasons, that's the same as an 86, 87 overall. So there's really no point to trade Nikita Kucherov. He's going to have a good year. He's going to have a better year than he had last year. So why not? We're going to keep Kucherov, and you guys are definitely right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to keep on keeping on here. We're going to hit up the trade deadline, and we're going to trade Brendan Gormley. We're going to trade Gormley because I want to play Matt Finn for the last 18 games. We'll get like a second-round pick for Brendan Gormley, and we're just going to cut our ties with him because you guys are right. Matt Finn is younger. He's going to be a much better player than Brendan Gormley is. I'm hoping anyways. But we're going to hopefully see... we've got some losses going on here, but we're going to hopefully make a move for Brendan Gormley, potentially just get like a second-round pick. You know, his trade value isn't that large, so we're not going to be able to get something crazy for him. There he is. Brendan Gormley is going to be worth about a second-round pick, and that's it. So let's just go ahead and get this over with here. With Stosen this last game, I think I might actually have Jacob Markstrom in the cage here. So let's go before the trade deadline, then we'll figure out what we're going to do with Brendan Gormley here. But first period against Arizona, 0-0. Period number 2, 1. Oh yeah, I do have Markstrom, and that's why he was losing a couple of games there. Come on, guys. We've been losing 3 in a row. We will start Malcolm Subban probably for the rest of the year, get him ready for the playoffs. That was my bad, though. I didn't know he was actually in. Come on. Not going to blame that one on Markstrom. Zach Smith. There we go. The 4th line coming up huge. But we actually lose. Henrik Samuelsson gets one in overtime there. Let's make sure we have the correct lines. Let's go ahead and put Malcolm Subban back in the cage. We actually lost 3 in a row. That was totally my bad, though. I didn't even think that we didn't have him in because I'm so used to having him in. But in the last episode, I was playing Markstrom for the last couple of games there. But how's our AHL team doing? Very similar to our NHL team, which is really, really nice. So let's get this trade deadline done. The only move we're going to make is to trade Brendan Gormley. We can't get a first. There was a comment, and I don't actually remember who it was from, but he essentially said try to trade Gormley for a really low first overall pick, but the first round picks, they're all so high. Like, we're just going to get a second round pick and that's it. So we're going to have to cut our ties with Brendan Gormley. Let's send him to the West. Let's send him to Chicago. That won't go through. Colorado, that won't go through either. I want a Western Conference team. I don't want to send him back to the East. Come on. Can no one take a player? What the hell is going on? A third, Edmonton can't take it. Florida can take it. Oh, they don't have a second round pick. There you go. LA can take it. That'll probably go through. Let's just get a second round pick for Brendan Gormley. I thought he was going to be a lot better than he is. He's not going to progress anymore, and he's a minus player this year. So we're going to give Matt Finn the ice time. Second round pick for Brendan Gormley. There we go. I'll take the second rounder, and we can move on here. Bring up, actually, I don't have to bring him up because he's already on the NHL team. Hasn't been playing all year, but he's 24, only a couple overalls less than Brendan Gormley, so we're not really losing doing anything too crazy here. Jared Stoll on waivers, he's really old though. Martin on waivers, he's really old. And the rest of the trades are all from previous. So let's just get this trade deadline done. We're not going to go after anybody. We're not going to make any moves. Our team is set to where I want it, to where we can go onward to the playoffs and me feel comfortable. Columbus is calling us with a trade. We got a first for Nick Foligno. Absolutely not. Not taking that deal. Get out of here. Carl Swaglin. Oh, Jack Johnson. There was the guy he wanted me to get. Jack Johnson went to Washington for a first. Yeah, we couldn't even compete with that. That's too much. So he's going to go to Washington there. And then in Arizona acquired Carl Swaglin for a second and sends Vermette back to Ottawa. He used to play there way back in the day. Columbus, I do not want your player. I do not want Nick Foligno. What makes you think he's worth a first-round pick? He's 30 years old. He's at best like a second liner on a crappy team. So that's not good enough for me. I'm not alright with that. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Paul Martin and Jared Stoll are on waivers. Definitely going to say no to Paul Martin. Jared Stoll might not be a bad player to get for some depth. I mean, he's 74 overall, got 2 years left on his deal. Actually, no, he's too low of an overall. I'm going to be alright with that. So let's just get the rest of the year done and then see who we're going to face come playoff time. But I don't want to start talking playoffs right now when we're losing games. I actually won a game against Edmonton there, 3-2. Let's go against the Ducks. Keep the winning streak. Yeah, our team is very confident when we have Malcolm Subban in. I actually have to put Matt Finn in there. I totally forgot. I actually did best line, so he's probably going to be in there. Let's just stop this. 3 wins in a row since starting Malcolm Subban. He is our dude going forward. Yeah, we already got Matt Finn in there, so I'm happy with that. What the hell? I already messed up the lines there. McDavid, JVR, Goudreau, Kadri, Kucherov. Let's go. Let's just get the rest of the year done here. We only have, what, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games left in the regular season. So let's just do a bunch of simulation here. Get the whole thing done. Can JVR hit 50 goals? 16 games to get 14 goals. Think he can do it? I don't know. It's gonna be pretty crazy. 8-3 there. I mean, if we can put up 8 goals a game, he'll have no problem hitting 50 goals. 1-0 win there against Malcolm Subban's old team. Again with the 1-0 shutouts. The dude loves the 1-0 shutouts. That's crazy. JVR, 37 goals. I don't think he's going to hit 50. He's definitely going to hit 40 though. Might even hit 45. Ooh, lose 5-0 there. Ouch. Let's get this game against Buffalo done. They got a really good record actually. We lose 5-2. Come on guys. Back-to-back losses here. Let's turn the page here. First period, 1-0 Valtteri Filppula. Second period, 3-1. Ouch, Connor McDavid gets one on Flynn. Come on, guys. There you go. Feel the thrill. And JVR, that's the first line. You guys are right. McDavid, JVR, and Kessel all produce to tie the game up at 3. You guys are right. I should have listened to you guys a long time ago. That should have been our first line from the start of the year, but Anton Strawman wins it in OT, and we've dropped 3 games in a row. What's going on here? Come on, guys. Let's pick it up a little bit. No need for that. Connor McDavid with his 15th goal of the year. The kid's going to be sick. He's going to be actually unreal. Come on. I'll give you one more shot. If you lose this one against the Islanders, I'll go ahead and put Markstrom in because maybe you deserve a little bit of a rest. 5-2 loss. Yeah, let's go ahead and give Markstrom a start here. I mean, I would love to get home ice advantage. Our record is nowhere close to where it was last year and the year before that when we had like 60 wins. It's nowhere near that. But we do have a team in place to where I think we can do some damage in the playoffs. 38 goals for JVR, big huge win there. Markstrom comes in, relief of Malcolm Subban, and he gets a victory. If you win, you're in. I mean, I don't care who you are. If you can win games, I'll keep you in. 3-2, there you go. Markstrom's really streaky. He really seems to go on streak. He won 5 in a row earlier, trying to win 3 in a row here against Dallas. I got a really good record, and we stone him 4-1. There we go. No matter what, though, I'm going to let Malcolm Subban start the last 5 games of the regular season to get him ready for the postseason. Even if he gets a 9-0 shutout here, I'm going to go ahead and put Malcolm Subban in, and we lose 2-0 there, so that works out actually perfect. Okay, we have a little bit more than 5 games. I'm going to start the last 6 games. That's definitely not going to hurt him. Going into the playoffs, well ready to go. Markstrom, sit on the bench. You've done well, though. Thank you for your services, my friend. Let's get some victories, though. Let's get some confidence going into the playoffs here. 3-2 win against Buffalo, and they have a really good record. That's a really big victory. JVR hits 40 goals for the second time in his career. That's awesome. I know he had 44 a couple years ago. 3-2 win there. Now JVR is 41. Let's roll with the wins here, guys. Keep them coming. 3-2. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Lots of victories now that Malcolm Subban is a little bit rested here. Can we get our revenge on Tampa Bay? And we do 4-3. Get the scout out there one more time. Someone asked me if I could upgrade the scout. I believe I've upgraded everything scouting-wise. So look at all these top 10s. Holy crap. Let's keep on scouting there. Where is it here, actually? Can I upgrade the scout or anything? I'm pretty sure everything is ready to go. Yeah. Basically, the Pro Scout, I can't even upgrade it, but almost. I've upgraded the Amateur Scout to the most and upgraded the Pro Scout as well. So let's go here. Let's get these 2 last games done. I'll slow sim the one against Detroit to end off the regular season, but it's definitely been a success of a year, you know. We kind of turned it on the last little bit, and we had kind of a weird start to where I didn't know what kind of team we were going to be, but we're a good team. We're going to do some damage in the playoffs here. So let's get the last game of the regular season done here. The regular season is going to be wiped clean, and then we're going to be off to the postseason. Let's go, boys. Here we go. First period against Detroit. 1-0, James Van Riemsdyk. Period number 2. 2-0, JVR again. This guy knows how to score goals. If you put him on this line with McDavid and Kessel, that is a force to be reckoned with. Get a hat trick in your last game, JVR. Come on, buddy. Come on. 10 minutes left. Subban holding the fort down. Kessel gets one, probably an assist from Connor McDavid and JVR. That first line, though, just unreal. Oh, I said the S word. Oh, no. Comes right back with 2 goals. I said the S word and I ruined it. Oh, my God. I ruined it. I'm the worst person ever. Are you serious? I said the S word and they come back with 4 unanswered goals. Wow, that's crazy. I was not expecting that. I said the S word though. I ruined it. I'm the worst. I'm sorry, Malcolm Subban. You should have had one there. Let's get on to the postseason here. We obviously made the playoffs. Who we're going to face, that is up to chance. I actually don't care who we play in the playoffs. Any team I feel comfortable going up against. Ottawa. Ooh, baby. This is what I'm talking about. Connor McDavid. You shouldn't have let him go. Connor McDavid's ex-team. They're still rolling with Robin Lehner. I don't think they've traded Jonathan Bernier yet, but that's going to be a hell of a playoff series here. Can Connor McDavid come back and haunt his old team? Never played an NHL game for them, but they had a chance to have Connor McDavid. We went in and snagged him there. That is going to be a fun series to be a part of here. So we finished 4th in the NHL. Not bad. We're always seem to be top 5. Only 3 points out of the first place. That's not bad at all. Goals for were number 8th. Goals for per game number 8th. Goals against were number 1. Malcolm Subban and Jacob Markstrom all day, every day. Goals against per game obviously number 1. Power play percentage 23rd. Power play, I don't know. I tried to edit it, but really just didn't seem to be clicking this year. Penalty kill was number 2, so that was great. Home and away were essentially the exact same, and 7-2-1 in our last 10. So we're riding a high here going into the playoffs against Ottawa. Should be a lot of fun, though. I'm very excited to get this underway. Let's quickly see what happened for the players stat-wise, and then we'll hop into the playoffs. So 74 points for Phil Kessel. I mean, we had how many 50-point guys? Almost 7 50-point guys, and I mean, that's why the scoring is a lot more spread out this year. We didn't have one player who had 90 or 100 points, nothing like that. We almost had 7 50-point guys, so I'm very okay with that, and I assume they're all plus players. Yeah, they are, so I'm definitely all right with that. Phil Kessel led the squad with 74 points there after a 76-point year and then a 93-point year. So he's good for essentially a point a game, if not a little bit less. JVR had 43 goals. That is awesome. Almost reached his career high of 44 set a few years ago. That was when we had like 60 wins. That was when Kessel was getting the 93-point years. Johnny Gaudreau has 64 points, so matched his total from last year. Not bad. That's not a bad season at all for Johnny Hockey. He actually had a really good playoff last year, so I'm hoping for the exact same thing. Connor McDavid, now 87 overall, had 58 points, a plus 15, only took 2 penalties all year. Yeah, the guy is going to be unreal. Only 2 penalties, that's crazy. Nazem Kadri, 58 points, kind of had a not the best year. Morgan Riley had 55. That's what we need out of our young captain. Plus 25. There you go. Kucherov, I thought he was going to have a 50-point year, but the thing is with Nikita Kucherov, you know what you get with him. You get 20 goals, 50 points. So I'm happy with that. If you can continue to get that on the second line, I'm happy. But I'm actually looking here. 4 straight years of 29 assists. That's really, really weird. 29, 29, 29, and 29. That's very strange. Jake Gardner had 45 points. That's excellent. Justin Falk had 42. Lots of points from our back end there. Cody Franzen had 31. Mike Santorelli had 28 points. That's nice. William Nylander had 20 points. Only 6 goals, though. Probably struggled a little bit on the third line, and there's the rest of your team. Matt Finn had no goals in the last 19 games, but he was a plus 3. That's not too bad. Rookie skaters, we had obviously Connor McDavid. Jacob Markstrom went 10-4, and Malcolm Subban didn't have the greatest of years, but you know, it definitely was not a bad year by any stretch of the imagination. He started 65 games. That's how I want to split up. I want the backup goalie to get 15 starts. He got 19, a little bit more than I wanted to play him, but he went 10-4-4 basically. So that's not a bad record. And Subban lost 7 in the shootout. Ouch. I'll quickly check the rest of the NHL. Let's do the rookie skaters and a complete recap about everybody else. All right, so NHL, obviously Alexander Ovechkin, 58 goals. Holy shit, that is ridiculous. How many goals do he have on his career? 617 goals. Wow. Points, him and Nicholas Backstrom, what a tandem there. Holy shit, 210 points between 2 players. That is just ridiculous. Backstrom had 100 points. Crosby had 97. Malkin, Nathan McKinnon was a 96 now. Oh my God. The guy is just disgusting. Holy shit. Tavares, Kopitar, Reinhart, Stamkos, Nugent Hopkins, Hall, Okposo, Perry, and Claude Giroux are your top 15. Rookie goalies, Jake Smith from Vancouver, Zach Facali's at 86 in Montreal. Some big trade might have to happen there with Carey Price and Zach Facali. Flynn from Tampa Bay, Comrie, and this guy, a bunch of 80 overalls. Rookie skaters, are we going to take home the Calder? It's probably going to happen. 58 points, named Stankov, Derek Pouliot, Andre Barkowski, Dane Fox there. It's kind of cool. He's a Vancouver prospect making the NHL, and the rest is basically nothing. Shea Theodore there, but that is going to be it. Aside from the goaltenders, we were, number 2 in wins. That's not bad at all. And shutouts, we were tied for number 1 with Robin Lehner, Marc-Andre Fleury, and Malcolm Subban. One quick thing though, I want to check: does Ottawa still have all 3 goaltenders? Where are they? Ottawa. They have Bishop and Lehner. So I don't know if they've traded the other goalie, Jonathan Bernier, or not, but that's going to be interesting to see. We're going to be up against Robin Lehner and the Ottawa Senators coming up next in round number 1.